Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by telling you something simple, yet profoundly powerful. The most important project you will ever work on is you. Every great success story, every breakthrough, every leap forward begins with one critical decision, the decision to rebuild yourself. Now, what does it mean to rebuild yourself? It means to take a long, hard look in the mirror and say, I'm not where I want to be, but I am ready to change. I am ready to grow. I am ready to focus on me every single day. It's about recognizing that your future depends on your daily focus, your daily choices, and your daily discipline. The first step in rebuilding yourself is self-assessment. You have to be honest with yourself. You need to understand your strengths so you can leverage them. But more importantly, you must identify your weaknesses, the habits, the mindsets, the distractions that hold you back. Without this clarity, you'll be rebuilding blindly, and no structure stands firm without a strong foundation. Next, understand this. Transformation is not a one-time event. You don't rebuild yourself overnight. It happens in the small moments, in the daily decisions you make, the choice to wake up earlier, the choice to read, to learn, to improve. Consistency is your most powerful ally. It's what separates those who dream from those who live their dreams. So, focus on showing up for yourself every day, even when motivation fades. But here's the thing, your mindset will either be your greatest asset or your biggest obstacle. If you want to rebuild yourself, you must first master your mind. That means rejecting limiting beliefs that tell you you're not enough, you're stuck, or it's too late. Instead, replace those thoughts with faith, with confidence, and with the belief that you have what it takes. Your mind is the control center. Change your thinking, and you change your life. Invest in your growth. This is not just about money, it's about investing your time and energy in learning new skills, developing new habits, and surrounding yourself with people who lift you higher. Growth is a journey, and every bit of knowledge, every new skill, every positive influence compounds over time. This investment in yourself pays dividends that no one can take away from you. Be patient and persistent. The world loves instant results, but lasting transformation takes time. You must be willing to endure the struggle, the slow progress, the setbacks. Keep your eyes on the prize, but understand that rebuilding yourself is a marathon, not a sprint. The people who last are the ones who keep going when it's tough, who keep improving when no one is watching. If you want to rebuild yourself, start today by putting your focus on you. Make the commitment to be consistent, to master your mind, to invest in your growth, and to stay persistent. Because when you do, you won't just change your life, you will transform it into something extraordinary. Your greatest asset is you. Treat yourself like the treasure you are. Rebuild yourself every day and watch as your life unfolds in ways you never imagined. Before you can rebuild anything, you must first understand the current state of what you are working with. That's why self-assessment is the absolute foundation of rebuilding yourself. Without an honest evaluation of where you are right now, you'll find yourself making decisions based on assumptions, illusions, or wishful thinking. And when you build on shaky ground, no matter how hard you work, the structure will eventually crumble. Self-assessment requires brutal honesty. It demands that you look in the mirror and face every part of yourself, the strengths that you can build on, and the weaknesses that have held you back. This process isn't about judgment or beating yourself up. It's about clarity. Clarity creates direction. Direction fuels action. Without clarity, your efforts will scatter in different directions, and your progress will be slow, if it comes at all. If you want to fix a car, you don't just start replacing parts at random. You diagnose what's wrong. You identify the problems that are causing the vehicle to malfunction. The same principle applies to your life. If you want to rebuild yourself, you must diagnose your current mental, emotional, and behavioral state. What habits are keeping you stuck? What thought patterns limit your potential? What areas of your life are out of balance? This is the kind of clear-eyed evaluation that leads to real change. Many people avoid self-assessment because it can be uncomfortable. Nobody likes to admit they have flaws or failures, but here's the truth. Avoiding self-assessment only prolongs the pain. It keeps you stuck in the same patterns, repeating the same mistakes, and wondering why your life isn't moving forward. Courage to face your reality head-on is what separates those who rebuild themselves from those who remain trapped in their circumstances. When you take time to assess yourself honestly, you gain powerful insight. You start to recognize your unique strengths, those things you do well, those qualities that set you apart. These strengths are your building blocks, your foundation to construct something better. At the same time, you identify your weaknesses, the gaps in your skills, the habits that drain your energy or distract you from your goals. Recognizing these weaknesses is not a sign of defeat, but an opportunity for growth. Once you have this clear map of where you are, you can begin to create a plan for where you want to go. Without knowing your starting point, it's impossible to set meaningful goals or track your progress. Self-assessment allows you to set realistic targets and measure your improvement over time. Self-assessment puts you in the driver's seat of your own life. It shifts you from being a passive participant to an active architect of your future. It demands accountability and responsibility for your growth. So, if you're serious about rebuilding yourself, don't skip this step. Take the time, be honest, and dig deep, because understanding who you are today is the first and most crucial step to becoming who you want to be tomorrow. When it comes to rebuilding yourself, there is no shortcut, no quick fix, no magic pill. The secret lies in daily consistency. It's not about one giant leap or a dramatic overhaul overnight. Real transformation is built in the small, seemingly ordinary decisions you make every single day. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't often boils down to one thing: they show up consistently. Imagine a sculptor shaping a statue. Each chisel strike seems small and insignificant on its own, but over time, with repeated purposeful action, a masterpiece emerges. Your personal growth works the same way. Every day you invest in yourself, whether it's through learning, practicing new habits, or pushing past discomfort, you're shaping the person you're becoming. The compound effect of these daily efforts is staggering. Many people wait for motivation or a special moment to start rebuilding themselves. They think, "I'll start tomorrow," or "I'll wait until I feel ready." But the truth is, waiting only delays your progress. Consistency doesn't require you to be perfect or to have all the answers. It simply requires that you show up and put in the work, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency means making a commitment to yourself and honoring it. It's waking up early to work on your goals, even if you're tired. It's reading or listening to something that stretches your mind, even if it feels difficult. It's choosing discipline over distraction again and again. This steady, focused effort trains your mind and body to move in the direction you want to go. Another powerful aspect of daily consistency is that it builds momentum. Momentum is what keeps you going when the initial excitement fades. When you build a routine, your actions become automatic, less reliant on willpower or motivation. This makes it easier to stay on track even during challenging times. The more consistent you are, the more momentum you create, and momentum is what propels you forward. It's also important to recognize that consistency isn't about doing everything perfectly every day. There will be days when you stumble, when you fall short, or when life pulls you off course. What matters most is that you get back up and keep moving forward. True consistency is about persistence, not perfection. Focus on small, manageable steps that you can sustain over time. Set realistic daily goals that align with your bigger vision. It might be as simple as reading for 15 minutes, practicing a new skill for half an hour, or journaling your thoughts each morning. These small, consistent actions accumulate and eventually lead to massive change. Rebuilding yourself is about showing up for yourself every day, no matter what. It's about creating a rhythm of progress that, over time, transforms your mindset, your habits, and your life. When your focus is on consistent daily effort, you unlock the power to rebuild your identity and create the future you desire. Your mind is the control center of everything you do, the foundation upon which your entire life is built. If you want to rebuild yourself, mastering your mind, it isn't just important, it's absolutely essential. Your thoughts shape your beliefs drive your actions, and your actions determine your results. So the question is, what kind of mindset are you running right now? Is it one that empowers you to grow, to overcome, and to thrive? Or is it one that limits you, keeps you small, and holds you back? Most people underestimate the power of their own mind. They let negative thoughts, doubts, and limiting beliefs dictate their behavior without realizing the damage it causes. But here's the truth: the mind can be trained and rewired, just like a muscle. When you choose to master your mindset, you take control of your thoughts instead of letting your thoughts control you. Mastering your mindset begins with awareness. You have to become aware of the stories you tell yourself. What are the recurring thoughts that fill your mind? Are they supportive or destructive? For example, do you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," "I always fail," or "I'll never change"? If so, those are lies that need to be challenged and replaced. The moment you become aware of these limiting beliefs, you gain the power to change them. Next, you must deliberately choose to feed your mind with positive, empowering beliefs. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about shifting your focus to possibilities instead of limitations. It's about embracing the belief that you can grow, improve, and overcome whatever challenges come your way. This change in mindset will change how you show up in the world. One of the most effective ways to master your mindset is through consistent habits like affirmations, visualization, and surrounding yourself with positive influences. Affirmations are powerful because they reprogram your subconscious mind. When you repeat empowering statements daily, you begin to internalize those truths. Visualization helps you see your success clearly, making it feel real and attainable. And the people you spend time with influence your mindset profoundly. Surround yourself with those who encourage growth, who inspire you to be better, and who believe in your potential. Mastering your mindset isn't a one-time event, it's a daily practice. You will face setbacks, negative influences, and moments of doubt. But those are opportunities to reinforce your mental strength. Every time you choose to replace a negative thought with a positive one, you build resilience and confidence. Mastering your mindset is about becoming the gatekeeper of your thoughts and beliefs. It's about deciding which voices you listen to, the ones that lift you up or the ones that tear you down. When you commit to mastering your mind, you unlock the power to change your habits, your actions, and ultimately, your life. Your mindset is the key to your rebuild. Guard it, grow it, and watch how your life transforms. If you want to rebuild yourself and create lasting change, investing in your growth is non-negotiable. This investment isn't just about money, although financial investment can be part of it, but more importantly, it's about investing your time, energy, and focus into becoming a better version of yourself. Growth is the fuel that propels your rebuild, and without it, progress stalls and dreams remain just that, dreams. Investing in your growth means committing to lifelong learning. The world is constantly changing, and the skills, knowledge, and mindset you had yesterday might not be enough to succeed tomorrow. When you dedicate yourself to learning new skills, expanding your knowledge, and broadening your perspective, you're preparing yourself for the challenges ahead. This learning can come in many forms: reading books, attending seminars, enrolling in courses, listening to podcasts, or seeking mentorship from those who have walked the path before you. Growth also requires stepping outside of your comfort zone. When you commit to growth, you're saying yes to challenges that stretch you, yes to experiences that may feel uncomfortable but are necessary to evolve. The comfort zone is where stagnation lies. Growth begins when you push past fear and uncertainty to try something new, to practice a new habit, or to take risks that align with your goals. Each time you do this, you're investing in the best asset you have yourself. Another crucial part of investing in your growth is surrounding yourself with the right people. Your environment has a huge impact on your mindset and habits. When you surround yourself with positive, driven, and like-minded individuals, you create a support system that encourages your progress. These people challenge you to be better, hold you accountable, and inspire you to keep going when things get tough. Investing time in building relationships with mentors, peers, and friends who believe in your vision is one of the smartest investments you can make. It's also important to recognize that growth is an investment with compound returns. The more you invest in yourself today, the more valuable you become tomorrow. Skills improve, confidence grows, opportunities multiply, and doors open. This exponential growth happens over time and requires patience, but rest assured, every bit of effort you put into your personal and professional development pays off in ways you may not immediately see. Investing in your growth means valuing yourself enough to prioritize your progress. It's about making your development a priority even when life is busy or distractions tempt you to give up. It's understanding that your future self depends on the choices you make right now. The more you invest in your growth, the more you build a foundation that can support your goals and dreams. Investing in your growth is the cornerstone of rebuilding yourself. It requires commitment, courage, and consistency. But the payoff is priceless: a stronger, wiser, more capable you. So start today. Invest in your education, invest in your experiences, invest in your relationships, and watch how your life transforms as a result. When you decide to rebuild yourself, it's important to understand that transformation is a journey, not a quick fix. One of the biggest mistakes people make is expecting instant results. They want to see immediate change, but life rarely works that way. That's why patience and persistence are two of the most powerful tools you can develop on this journey. Without them, even the most determined efforts can fizzle out before reaching the finish line. Patience means accepting that growth takes time. Just like a seed planted in the ground doesn't sprout into a tree overnight, your efforts to rebuild yourself require time to take root and flourish. You have to be willing to wait through the seasons of uncertainty and slow progress, knowing that every small step is bringing you closer to your goal. Patience is not about being passive or complacent. It's about steady commitment despite the pace of change. It's the calm confidence that your hard work will pay off if you keep going. Persistence, on the other hand, is the refusal to give up when faced with obstacles. The path to rebuilding yourself will include challenges, setbacks, and moments when you feel like quitting. Persistence is what keeps you moving forward through those tough times. It's the mindset that failure is not a permanent state, but a learning experience. Every successful person has faced rejection, failure, or disappointment. What separates them is their ability to persist. When you cultivate persistence, you train yourself to rise every time you fall. Together, patience and persistence create a powerful combination. Patience prevents frustration and burnout during the slow periods, while persistence pushes you through moments of doubt and discouragement. Without patience, you might give up too soon. Without persistence, you might give up too often. But when you develop both, You build resilience, a mental toughness that keeps you aligned with your goals no matter what. It's also important to remember that progress isn't always linear. You might move forward some days and take steps back on others. That's normal. What matters is that your overall trajectory is upward. Patience allows you to accept the setbacks without losing hope, and persistence fuels the determination to keep climbing. One of the keys to maintaining patience and persistence is to keep your vision clear and your purpose strong. When you know why you are rebuilding yourself, whether it's to improve your health, your relationships, your career, or your character, that vision becomes your anchor. It reminds you that the effort is worth it, even when results are slow to appear. Patience and persistence are the silent heroes behind every success story. They are the qualities that allow you to weather storms, overcome obstacles, and keep your eyes on the prize. If you commit to these principles, you will rebuild yourself stronger, wiser, and more prepared for whatever life throws your way. Don't rush the process. Stay patient. Stay persistent. Keep putting in the work every day, and your transformation will come. As we bring this message to a close, I want you to remember this. Rebuilding yourself is the greatest investment you will ever make. It starts with honest self-assessment, knowing where you stand today so you can build a better tomorrow. It requires daily consistency, showing up for yourself even when it's hard, because success is built one small step at a time. It demands mastering your mindset, choosing empowering beliefs that propel you forward instead of holding you back. It means investing in your growth, learning, stretching, and surrounding yourself with positive influences that fuel your journey. And above all, it takes patience and persistence, because transformation doesn't happen overnight. But those who stay the course will change their lives forever. The power to rebuild lies within you. When you shift your focus to you every single day, when you commit to becoming better than you were yesterday, you unlock potential that no one else can take away. Your past does not define you. Your circumstances do not limit you. The only thing that matters is the choice you make right now, a rebuild to grow, to become the person you were meant to be. So go forward with confidence, with purpose, and with the discipline to focus on yourself every day. Because when you do, you don't just rebuild your life, you transform it. Thank you.